What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. I have new details for you, along with how some people will be receiving an extra $1,800. Yes, $1,800 in extra stimulus money, and how we might be seeing an entire state go into a second shutdown. I'm going to give you all the details of it in this video. But first, don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos. And I want to say happy Halloween to you guys. Is it too late for me and Laurel to basically dress up as Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi? I know that Laurel has been dying to dress up like Nancy Pelosi. I could pull off for Mitch. I got turtle power. Mitch McConnell, me? Yeah. Yeah, you think? No? Let me know down below in the comments. You think I should be Mitch McConnell and she should be Nancy Pelosi for Halloween. We will be having some more Halloween treats for you guys in the next coming videos. Speaking of trick or treat, here she is.
House, Nancy Pelosi. Madam Speaker, thank you very much for being with us. The last time that you were on the show, Madam Speaker, you were very optimistic about something being done before the election. That certainly is no longer the case. The Treasury Secretary is blaming you for all the private negotiations going public. The Washington Post is saying that you and Mnuchin were once Washington's odd couple, but that your relationship has flamed out. Is this a flamed out relationship?
Well, it doesn't matter what our relationship is. It matters what the truth is. And the truth is that this administration has failed miserably in responding to this virus. In fact, today, our select committee on the coronavirus put out a report: inefficient, ineffective, inequitable. The Trump administration's failed response to the coronavirus crisis. We have given the administration plenty of time to come back with answers as to how they would deal with honoring our heroes. You just paid tribute to the heroes who are there in the healthcare. Many of them are part of the state and local facilities to minister to.
Of which a lot of our heroes have said on this channel that they deserve hazard pay, and we never got that hazard pay. That should be something that they need to consider going forward. We definitely need hazard pay, especially if we start to see more second shutdowns in the U.S. as we're reaching record new cases of virus cases every single day.
Needs of people with the coronavirus. Honor our heroes. They risk their lives to save lives, and now many of them will lose their jobs. Why? Because the president does not want to recognize that state and local government is playing a very big role in ministering to the needs of those who are sick, as well as the revenue they have lost because of the coronavirus. They have also keep saying, more than 2 weeks ago, the secretary said that they were going to agree to our language on testing. Finally, they were going to agree to our language on testing, but they haven't yet. So let's not get involved in what this is. What the secretary did say in his letter that I think should be.
See, I think one of the main problems is, and again, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I try not to pick sides, but I really feel like Nancy Pelosi, you can let me know if you agree or disagree, pretty much needs everything to go her way. As you just heard her say, that Mnuchin needs to agree to her language to put it in the bill. It's supposed to be a compromise. It's not just like, hey, I need this. Let me know when you agree to it. I feel like that is what has really happened over the last week or two. A lot of people say it's because Nancy Pelosi is stalling on purpose to push it after the election, to do a stimulus deal after the election, because she didn't want a stimulus check to go out with President Donald Trump's name on it, because everybody knows that it would help him in the election. And she wanted to push that past the election so that he would have a bigger chance of losing. Do you agree or disagree?
Pointed out is that we should be grateful. We should be thanking them rather than criticizing them for more. Thank you for nearly 250,000 people dying from the coronavirus. Thank you for nearly maybe just over 9 million people affected by tens of millions, as you mentioned, going on unemployment insurance, 8 million people slipping into poverty because of the coronavirus. 17 million children food insecure, millions of their families on the verge of eviction.
Yeah, I honestly don't think there's a lot of people that are grateful to the government right now. I mean, we need a lot more help from the government, especially as virus cases are rising and states are talking about second shutdowns. I mean, I don't think there's very many people that are grateful right now at all.
Not honoring our state and not crushing the virus, and they want us to say thank you. So let's just be calm. Let's just understand this election is very important. We will insist upon the truth. We will insist upon the truth, and that is that we must allocate the resources in a way that honors our heroes. You just demonstrated why we should crush the virus, put money in the pockets of the American people, and be able to open up our schools and open our economy because we have followed the science. Testing, tracing, treatment, mask wearing, sanitation, separation, and the rest. And also in a way that it recognizes that overwhelmingly this virus is affecting communities of color in our country. So again, we're not going to make matters worse by agreeing to something where they say, well, we don't want to do the earned income tax credit, but we will give $150 billion to the wealthiest people in America, having nothing to do with the coronavirus and retroactive to years before the coronavirus. So we have a major difference of opinion. I was hoping that we could reconcile them. I still am hopeful that we will, but it won't begin by us thanking the administration for what they have done, as they have claimed incredible progress. Incredible progress. We must insist upon the truth and make policy that allocates the resources in a way that is effective and not just give money to the president to spend any way he may desire, but not to solve the problem.
Well, some harsh words by Nancy Pelosi there of the Democrats. Of course, that's what the Democrats are thinking right now. Of course, they blame everything on the Republicans, and of course, the Republicans blame everything on the Democrats. Meanwhile, the people, small businesses, the unemployed, mortgage and rental assistance, everything is just waiting on these two to basically agree. Yeah, I hear you. We're on the same page. I hear exactly what you're thinking. However, while you're thinking that, some states are literally taking it into their own hands, taking matters into their own hands to issue stimulus checks and unemployment money to residents in their states while the government tries to figure out, I should say the federal government, Congress, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Senate, the House, try to figure out how to actually come to an agreement after the election. It hopefully will be a lot easier now that we won't have the agenda of the election to, for everybody's political agendas. Yesterday, I reported to you that stimulus checks for $375 will be issued to thousands of people in Colorado. That's actually 435,000 people, $375 check, and you must earn less than $52,000 a year and receive at least $1 of unemployment insurance between March and October in Colorado. Well, we're starting to see more states give out more money to people while we're waiting for more stimulus. And the next one is a $1,800 stimulus in $300 weekly increments to 17,000 more people. As you can see here, thousands of unemployed workers in Massachusetts will now be eligible for 6 weeks of additional $300 per week unemployment benefits. The unemployed Bay Staters did not originally qualify for the LWA program enacted by President Donald Trump's presidential executive order in early August because they received less than $100 in weekly state benefits. However, the governor of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, signed legislation on Monday that increases the minimum weekly unemployment compensation for each recipient to $100, which will be applied retroactively. Massachusetts currently has 17,000 unemployed workers who were receiving less than $100 in weekly benefits, and all of them will now be eligible for an extra $1,800 in stimulus money. So that's two states that are now issuing additional stimulus money to their residents. There's more coming out. I'm doing more research now. Actually, I have something on the horizon probably for the next video that I will bring you up. There's going to be a lot of programs. So you got to remember that, like I've said in the stimulus package, not everybody qualifies for every program. Okay. But I try to help out as many of you guys. You got to remember, we are a family. I've said this before. We're a family of over 250,000 subscribers. We've had almost, I think we're at about 40 million people now have watched this channel. Okay, so you got to remember, we're here to help out everybody. We're here to help out the unemployed. We're here to help out people that just get the stimulus checks. We're here to help out the people that got the child care credit in North Carolina. We're here to help out small businesses and small business owners. I have some more information for you guys probably in the next video on that. But there's likely going to be lots of different programs coming out going forward for different states, different sets of people. I will be reporting it to you guys to help you guys out because, again, if you're from one of these states or one of these programs, or you qualify for anything, or you know anybody that qualifies for any of this extra money, it's money from the government. So I hope it helps as many of you as possible. And I will be having more details coming out for you guys going forward of more programs and more areas that could potentially give you money from the government. Honestly, the more help I can bring you guys, the better I feel. I want to help as many of you guys. Again, I can't really control Congress. Yes, we have done the What's in the Box contest where we're actually, giving a little bit back to you guys. But thank you guys for your support. I do feel like we're a family. Don't be disheartened if one of these programs doesn't cover you. There is going to be programs that are for some people and some that are not for some people. I will be telling you guys about any of them that I hear about going forward, because if it helps one extra person or 1,000 extra people or 10,000 extra people, I consider it a win. However, from some good news to some bad news, we just hit an all-time record high again yesterday with over 90,000 new positive virus cases in one day. And as we're starting to see these record spikes, analysts and medical professionals are actually predicting that we're going to pass over 100,000 new cases per day coming out within the next week. So stay safe out there, and we're starting to see more shutdowns now, including the possible entire state of New Jersey. The New Jersey governor says, quote, "If we have to shut the whole place down, we will." New Jersey became the first state to mandate safety protocols to protect workers from the virus, saying, quote, "We cannot wait any longer. We're doing it now, frankly, because the federal government should be doing it, and they haven't done it." This new executive order from the New Jersey governor goes into effect at 6 a.m. on November 5th. It requires employers in both the public and private sector to, among many things, conduct daily health check of workers, such as temperature screenings and visual symptom checking. Employers must also notify workers when there is possible exposure to the virus and to provide them with breaks throughout the day to wash their hands. Several different areas in New Jersey, such as Newark, Hoboken, and Patterson, have issued curfews for non essential businesses to close early every single day. And they have pushed the state total to over 236,000 positive cases in New Jersey and over 16,000 deaths. So we're now seeing that in New Jersey, in New York City, and in Texas, across the country, all sorts of different areas now implementing new lockdown procedures. So stay safe, social distance, and try to just avoid it if possible. Speaking of avoiding it as possible, we will be taking Julian trick-or-treating. However, we're just going to go to some houses. We're going to social distance. We're going to be behind him, but the kid wants to trick-or-treat so bad. I think he'll be fine. Honestly, we try to do our best to social distance. We work from home. We stay at home the vast majority of days. But we also want to take the more safe than sorry approach. So just my suggestion, do the same. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't yet. This way you won't miss out on new videos. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this bottom video is about how the vaccine could be mandatory. You can click on this top video here to watch a video about how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video. And happy Halloween.